One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Welcome, folks, one and all, to Hand of Fate. I'm a Northern Crusader. This is a very old game. I can't actually remember when it came out. But it's actually on the verge of getting a sequel, which I'm just making sure I'm saying it right. Because I seem to remember it can have subtitles. Yes, I can. Told you on. Okay. This is an old game. I think it came out like 2015, 2014, somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly. And it's getting a sequel this year. I actually enjoy it. It's kind of a make-your-own-adventure style game with a mix of active fights and mental challenges of sorts. It's not really mental challenges, it's more luck. But it appears we've met our fate. What do you say we sit for a spell and enjoy a small game?
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Our first target is
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful and blockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. In the ruins of an ancient temple, among the eternally shifting sand dunes, lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances travelling through his domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands.
Let the cards fall where they may.
So,
Begin.
to explain this game, I am that little gold icon on top of the card here. I can't exactly explain it. That's where I am. That's where I stand upon my journey. These cards mark the destinations I can go to. And you don't know what they are until you go there. That's half the mystique of this game. To the bottom left, you can see my stats. You can see I have some items, but I don't tell you what they are right now because we're not in the inventory. I have 10 gold, I have 20 food, I have 100 health. Health goes down in fights, as you can tell by get hit, and sometimes by events. Food goes down by 1 per space. If it goes down to 0, and I recover if we're eating. I think it's like 5 HP every time you eat. Should I reach 0 food, not only do I not heal every time I move, but I take damage instead. And gold is spent for the purchase of equipment. You will see, Dungeoneer, as we explore the Hand of Fate has dealt us. The Twisted Canyon.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
I can say I really love this guy. He actually puts a lot of energy into his stuff. I love it. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, laying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. I'm going to climb down and retrieve the weapon. Now this kind of says it all. It shuffles these into...
Choose from these options.
It shuffles them, and the idea is to pick the winner, pick the success. Different cards have different numbers of success and failure. Sometimes you get huge success and huge failure as well. In this case, this is success. The harder the challenge, the faster they go and the more shuffles they give you, so keep an eye out for that. But for succeeding, we get a reward, a weapon card. There go our shields. An axe. Reliable weapon, not as fast, it's about the same as, it's more powerful than our axe, it's rusty. But this is a very simple, reliable weapon. Let's equip it.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
The next step is the maiden.
Fair Merith.
One day...
I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? So, we get to choose between more health, more food, and more gold. I'm going to take more health. I believe... Yeah, max health. As you wish, Merith mutters and waves a hand. A light shines from your skin. Is it George wanting max health? 5 max health. That's not bad.
A little extra health, but it is only a momentary respite.
It is said that sharp-eyed adventurers may protect themselves from the worst of Lady Luck's contrary nature. Farewell, mortal. Mr. Lionel.
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at a local tavern, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desires with this wizarding wand of my own creation. He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently, waiting for your answer. So we give him the bread off your plate, give him money, ask him what he needs, or ignore him. I'm going to give him the bread from my plate. He considers the bread seriously, before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. Master Lion taps his staff on the ground, and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellow teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Draw on shield card. Which is right at the bottom of the deck. Because we can't reset it. A shield! Shields with the reflect trait allow the heal to reflect projectiles back at the attacker. This must be performed with precise timing as the projectile draws near. Press the Y button to reflect projectiles. Look for the green indicator above the hero's head. Weapons with a counter trait allow the heroes to counter their foes. Look for the green attack indicators above foes. Press Y to counter. I'm using Xbox control, that's why I was doing Y in that one.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Then, before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door. And as we always have, the destination for every floor, the next way down. In this case, stairs.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all.
You've discovered the exit to the area. Let's take the stairs. Nothing else here for us. You embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
You are on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him. If you defeat me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
Ambush. Wonder what that's about. A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. Draw one monster card. Free of dust. Dust is made up of bandits. The desert bandits are the Dust Clan. So, yeah, we're fighting bandits. It's the basic enemy of the game. It's probably the easiest to beat, but they are the easiest to beat. Just to let you know, X attacks, Y defends, B dodges, and A, I can't remember, I think B's... B roll?
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
So, X is to attack, left stick is to move, Y is to counter, B is to stun, A dodge, and X to attack. Oh yeah. Just for a bit. Damn it, wrong button. Okay. Could really go for a counter to be fair, but... Damn it, I want to get the combo going. Because a higher combo gives you more damage. And so... our last enemy falls. And as such we are victorious. So now this is going through, because I'm going to be surprised I'm not coming. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realise that one of your opponents is already pretending to be dead. Sneak up and kill them. Okay, so one failure, 3 success. This ought to be rather slow. Okay, ignore the top card, which is the third. These do get more complex to go along. A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the area. The dealer draws free game cards. 1 equipment from the armory, which
I'm sure you're
is
grateful for that.
another shield. Well, it's a shield,
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Free food. And 30 gold. We're going to move here. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush! 2 of dust. I do love the environment. It's actually changing them up as they go along. I mean, this is really lovely. Amusingly, I don't think smashing these actually does anything. It makes you feel better. You're an idiot, thank you. Okay, no, you did. Oh, shield to the face. You recover what you can from the dead. The dealer draws you 3 gain cards. 1 from the armory. Explorer's helmet.
A small aid to navigation, but still.
Supplies, free food, and gold, I'm guessing? Food. Or well-equipped food, then. I'm gonna head over here, because I wouldn't be surprised Jack's in the corner. A travelling tinker! In the shady grove of the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Tinkers sell items of all descriptions. Let's approach the shop. So this is pretty much what you use your gold for outside of events. Shops aren't really that plentiful.
Why you've been collecting all that gold? You now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
So you can sell copies without any reason, but you don't really... The value can't change between shops, so shield's not worth that much anyway, because it's just a basic shield. We can sell it for 3 gold. We could buy food, but we don't need any, effectively, we could actually do with selling some food. And we can buy items. He has an axe, a healing cap, Damocles, which press the right button to throw knives in 8 cardinal directions. I'll take this. I don't really seem to use it.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
And we've got 8.
Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
I don't really have anything else I want to use, so I'm going to leave it at that. I don't need to buy any food, because we're at 20 and there's only 1 space left. Jack of Dust.
You have reached my first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron, I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
If you look, you can see 3 tokens over there. This is a reward for beating the Jack of Dust. But this is a boss fight. Simple as. He's also got the 4 of Dust backing him up. Jack's a very simple foe, so as long as you focus on him and get ready to dodge.
Cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
I can't actually remember what the button is, but I press the right button to get the artifact going, which is Damocles in this case. Could counter that. Wait, no, red you can't counter, green you can. I think it really likes doing the kill. I'll try to get a finisher. Which never really works. Ah, you missed. Okay, he's not low enough now. Do you mind? And there ends Jack. For beating him, we get his card.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
He's pretty much saying it all. Every time we get better, so does he. For beating Jack, we get 6 cards. The Jack of Skulls is the next minion we face. Dead King's Hall is an event. Local Peasant, Devil's Choice, the River, and the Captain of the Guard. These are all things we've got coming up. We also have 6 items. The Medium Armor, Chain of Rage, Mercenary Contract, Medium Armor, Fortitude's Breath, and Desperate Measures. We also get a single new challenge, the Bandit Attack.
Shall we deal again?
That is a basic game of Hand of Fate. But, weary traveller, I would suggest you go home, rest your eyes, for fate, the wheel of fate will turn again. I am the Northern Crusader. I fell fighting a long time ago. And I will meet you here at this fabled table once more. In time.